Have you ever tried researching genealogy periodicals? A periodical is a regularly published magazine, newsletter, or journal. Many genealogical and historical societies publish magazines and newsletters. Genealogy periodicals have been published since 1847, when the New England Historical and Genealogical Register released its first issue. Genealogy societies, whether national, regional, state, or local, usually publish a newsletter or a journal. Lineage societies and historical societies also publish journals and magazines. As genealogy has grown in popularity, more and more societies have been formed. In 2022, there were 22,000 genealogical and historical societies in the United States and Canada. That means there are thousands of genealogy periodicals available to help you with your research. Most genealogy libraries display the current issues of prominent genealogy journals, and they have bound back issues on the shelves. Here's what we're going to cover today. Why would you want to research genealogy periodicals? The types of genealogy periodicals. Information about the periodical source index. How to use the periodical source index. Case studies of using the periodical source index. Where to find genealogy periodicals. And resources for more information. So why would you want to research genealogy periodicals? Because you'll find published family histories written by skilled genealogists. You'll find rare transcribed source materials such as cemetery headstone readings, will abstracts, Bible records, and the like that you won't find anywhere else. You'll find how-to articles on specific types of records that will help hone a researcher's skills. Genealogy magazines have question and answer sessions that genealogists used to use to connect with before the internet. Maybe one of them answers your question. Because they're often published by local genealogy societies, periodicals contain unique, specific, obscure information that you just won't find anywhere else. Another thing you'll find is that errors in family history books are often corrected in genealogy periodicals, particularly in their book reviews. If you don't use genealogy periodicals, you are eliminating 30% of the information you could find. Genealogy periodicals help you find tricky details about your ancestors that are not covered in traditional genealogy records. To be a good researcher, you need to know about genealogy periodicals. There are 6 types of genealogy periodicals. An example of a general interest periodical is Heritage Quest Magazine or American Genealogy Magazine. There are national and regional magazines such as the American Genealogist or the New England Historic Genealogical Society Register. The New York Researcher is a geographical genealogy periodical. An example of an ethnic or foreign periodical is the Journal of the Afro-American Historical and Genealogical Society. The Association of Professional Genealogists is a special interest genealogy periodical. Surname or family associations also publish periodicals, and the Alford American Family Association's AAFA Action is an example. Understanding some facts about the periodical source index helps you to use it more effectively. The Allen County Public Library's Genealogy Center, located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, began compiling Percy in 1986. It was originally in print volumes and then was put on CD-ROMs and is now available online for free from the Allen County Public Library's website. The ACPL Genealogy Center tries to have copies of journals from all over the world, and they subscribe to over 3,000 genealogy periodicals. 60 to 65% of all genealogy journals are indexed by Percy. When the Genealogy Center staff indexes a title, they work backwards from the most current copy of the periodical to the oldest. Because it's a library project, the staff and budget are limited. As a result, they cannot index every word and every name. It is indexed only by subject and location. It's rare to find an article about a particular family, but it can happen, as I'll show you later. More commonly, you'll find articles about people in a particular geographic area, and your people might be mentioned in one of those articles. You can easily get to Percy from our genealogy page. Go to our library website at docolive.org, then click Genealogy. Scroll down the page through our list of online genealogy resources until you see Percy, and then click it. Now that you know what Percy is and where to find it, let me show you how you can use it in your genealogy research. Percy has 4 types of searching. You can search by surname, location, research techniques, or article title keyword. First, I'll show you a location search. I'm going to search within the United States, so I click the green United States button. Then I clicked Georgia and Dougherty County from the drop-down menus. Once you've chosen your location, Percy groups the articles by category. You can see the number of articles per category to the right of each category name. I clicked on the cemeteries category. There were 28 articles about cemeteries in Dougherty County, and most of them were from the Southwest Georgia Genealogy Society's Genealogy Gazette. Percy has search by location buttons for the United States, Canada, and the British Isles. If you want to search for another country, you click the Other Countries button. Once you click that button, you see a list of other countries. I clicked on Thailand, and you can see how many articles about Thailand are indexed in Percy. I clicked on a number of other countries, and all that I clicked on had a good selection of articles. Let's try searching by article title keyword. In this type of search, you are searching only for words in the article's title. It will not search for the name of an author or for text within the article, just the article title. When you do a keyword search, fewer words is better because you can always narrow your search afterwards. Your search must exactly match the words contained within the title, because Percy's search engine is not going to help you out with misspelled words the way a Google search engine does. If an ancestor's name is in the article title, you can find it by searching with the name in quotes. If you're extremely lucky, your ancestor might have had an article written about him or her. I tried searching for my ancestor Jacob Alford by putting his name in quotes in the search field. I got very lucky and found 2 articles about my 5th great-grandfather Jacob Alford. Seeing the article about his 1794 will inspired me to look in the Family Search image-only collection of probate records for Robeson County. Because I had a date that I got from the periodical, plus some pure luck, I was able to find the will really easily. I was really lucky because the will image, it was image 7 of volume 1 of the Robeson County, North Carolina wills from 1783 to 1851. But usually you're not going to find an article about your ancestor. Your best bet is a location or a topic that will help you find more information out about your ancestor or their neighborhood. If you're interested in a certain topic, you can also use a keyword in the article title search to find articles on that topic. What if your ancestor was involved with the Salem witch trials? I searched using the term Salem witch in quotes and was able to find 89 articles on that topic. Percy also allows you to do surname searches. I searched for the surname Sykes and retrieved 246 results. I filtered the 246 results down to 27 by typing the postal code for North Carolina in the field at the bottom of the page below the title column. Percy also allows you to search by category for research technique articles. I clicked Church Records. Percy then groups the records for each category by location and time period. I wanted to look at Church Records, United States. After I clicked on Church Records USA, it retrieved 1,326 entries. I can filter the results by typing in the name of the denomination in the search field at the top. When I typed Presbyterian in the top search field, it narrowed the search results down to 20. Now let's look at some real-life case studies. A patron of mine is looking for the estate inventory of a plantation owner who enslaved his ancestors in Sumter County, Georgia, so I started by clicking United States. After I clicked United States, I used the drop-down menus to select Georgia and Sumter County. If you forget what your search query was, you can see the breadcrumb trail of your search at the top of the page. There were only 3 results for this location and category. The Southwest Georgia Genealogy Society's Genealogical Gazette published an index of Sumter County letters of administration for the years 1865 through 1875 in Volume 11, Issue 4, which was published in November 1993. Northwest Library has the Genealogical Gazette's past issues in print, so I pulled Volume 11, Number 4. The letters of administration for this estate were granted on the 2nd of November, 1863, on page 125 of that estate volume. That doesn't give us the inventory we wanted, but at least it tells us when the estate administration process began, which narrows down our search as we keep looking in the Family Search image-only collection of that estate volume. Some of my ancestors lived in Robeson County, North Carolina, and I was hoping to find more information about them in church records. Earlier, I had received an 1820 membership list for the Ashpole Presbyterian Church after I contacted the Presbyterian Church's Historical Society. I was hoping to find my ancestors in other church records. I started by clicking United States. Then I clicked North Carolina and Robeson County. Then I clicked on Church Records. There are 69 articles about churches in Robeson County, North Carolina. I know my ancestors attended the Ashpole Presbyterian Church, so I typed in the word Ashpole in the top of the search field. There was one article about the Ashpole Presbyterian Church's session minutes. I contacted the Robeson County Genealogical Society via their Facebook page, and they were happy to send me the article. My ancestors were not mentioned in the minutes, but reading the minutes gave me a better understanding of what my ancestors' church experiences were like. Here is a case study for finding cemeteries that are not on Find a Grave and that are not covered in published index books. I'm looking for an obscure family cemetery in Terrell County for the Jumper family, so I searched for United States. Then I selected Georgia, Terrell County. Then I clicked on the Cemeteries category. I scroll through the list of results until I see an article about Terrell County cemeteries in the Genealogical Gazette published by the Southwest Georgia Genealogy Society. Northwest Library has the Genealogical Gazette, so I pulled Volume 4, Issue 2 and saw information about the family members buried in the Jumper Family Cemetery. It tells us that this family cemetery is off Willie Christie Road or County Road 30. This information is not digitized and is not available anywhere else. The local genealogy societies compile detailed local information about an area and its inhabitants that you just won't find anywhere else. That's why it's so important to use the periodical source index. Due to copyright issues, Percy cannot give you a link to digitized copies of the articles you find there. Besides, not all of the journals are digitized. So where do you find the articles? Articles that are no longer under copyright protection are often digitized and available on HathiTrust, the Internet Archive, Google Books, or Family Search Books. It's also a good idea to check the Publisher Genealogy Society websites to see if they put their publications on their website. It's also a great idea to get contact information from the website and/or Facebook page of the Genealogy Society that published the article you want. They might be generous and send you a copy of the article you want, just like the one in Robeson County, North Carolina did for me. You can also check worldcat.org, which is a catalog of thousands of libraries from around the world. After you find a title on WorldCat, you can enter your zip code to get a list of the closest libraries that own the journal you want. But keep in mind that many public libraries do not participate in WorldCat, so their holdings will not appear when you search for them. So be sure to check the catalog of your local public library in case your public library's items don't show up in the WorldCat catalog. In addition to checking your public library's online catalog for genealogy periodicals, it's also a great idea to visit your local genealogy library, historical society, or archives in person to see what genealogy periodicals they have. Northwest Library has a large collection of genealogy periodicals, which I'm in the process of cataloging. I estimate that only about a third of our journals are cataloged so far. So always ask your genealogy or reference librarian to help you locate articles. Even if a public library does not own the journal article you want, we can get articles via interlibrary loan. Again, ask your genealogy or reference librarian to help you get the article you want. The Allen County Public Library, which as you recall created Percy, subscribes to over 3,000 genealogy periodicals. You can mail in a periodical request form along with a check, and they will send you copies of the articles that you want. If you want to find out more about Percy, the Family Search Wiki gives you good information about it. Cindy's List is another place where you can find out more about genealogy journals, magazines, and Percy. Nicole Dyer of Family Locket has written an excellent 8-page long handout on Percy, which you can get for her free at the link on this slide. James L. Tanner of the Brigham Young University Library teaches an excellent class on using genealogical periodicals that is well worth watching. If you want to find more how-to videos on Percy, try YouTube. I found 2 videos by the Allen County Public Library, as well as ones by Lisa Louise Cook and Family Tree Magazine. A simple Google search on using Percy will help you find blog articles written by leading genealogy bloggers. Ancestry's Red Book gives the names and contact information for the leading genealogy societies for each state. The Genealogical Periodical Annual Index was published from 1962 through 2001, according to the Family Search Wiki, so you can search it for periodicals published during those years. The Directory of Genealogical and Historical Societies, Libraries, Archives, and Museums in the U.S. and Canada is still being published, and it gives information for 22,000 Genealogy Society publications. If you want to know about other genealogy periodical indices, they are listed in The Source, a guidebook of American genealogy. Hidden Sources, Family History and Unlikely Places gives tips on using periodical indices to solve genealogy problems. I hope this class has encouraged you to try using Percy. Please join us next month as we learn how to find our immigrant ancestors. Until then, happy researching!